I'm sure everyone knows that Ryan Coogler is one of the greatest directors of our time. Black Panther being the highest grossing movie that year, the seventh highest grossing movie in history as it stands. Yet and still, when people address him publicly, they address him as the black director. And now people are trying to focus in on the deal that he's gotten. And this clip I'm gonna show you right now, I want y'all to watch. He says he doesn't know why people are focusing on the deal. Now I believe, this is just my assertion, I don't know him personally, that he does know why. And he's leaving it up to the people to start the conversation publicly, because this is something that has been going on historically for quite some time. Let's just get into the clip and then I'll get into my thoughts on it.
I'm not the first filmmaker to get any of these deals, and Warner Brothers is not the first studio to provide these deals to a filmmaker. So like I think that a lot has been made of my deal in particular. I'm not totally sure why. I have my guesses. But I've been in the industry long enough to know what kind of deals are possible, and nothing about this deal is a new thing. This film was very important to me. As a writer director, I've made over $2 billion at the global box office. I'm not yet 40 years old. It's taken a lot of time, commitment, energy, and I've missed out on a lot of things in my life. Making films that will always be owned by other people. For this one, because it was so personal, and because I had the ability to negotiate. I asked for a few things that were very important to me for this project. And for what it was about and what it meant to me and my family. And thankfully, I was able to get those things I was asking for from Warner Brothers.
Let's be clear, right? America was built on the backs of stolen bodies and sustained by the stolen brilliance of melanated minds. We planted the seeds. We tilled the soil. We built the house. And they kept the keys, From the cotton fields to Silicon Valley, from the juke joints of the Delta to the streaming charts of today. Our genius fueled the machine. But the machine was never meant to be ours. They stole patents. They stole songs. They stole dance, fashion, words, culture, the whole movement. America didn't just borrow from blackness. It took it, packaged it, sold it back to us with no credit, no ownership, and no legacy. Every time they locked the doors, we built new ones. Every time they stole a crown, we molded new gold with our bare hands. Understand this. We are not just creators. We are the architects of the world. No longer begging, no longer asking, no longer waiting for a seat at a stolen table. We are reclaiming what is ours. Ownership, legacy, power. So why would Ryan Coogler's deal be an issue? Because he's claiming ownership of his legacy and exuding and using his power. But you know what's wild? They love what we make, right? But not the hands that make it. They love our songs, but not our voices. They love our style, but not our skin. They love our ideas, but not our ownership. From the first stolen breath on slave ships, to the stolen patents of black inventors, to the stolen swag of every generation, America has mastered one thing: take from us, profit off of us, lock us out. We created the beat, they cashed the check. We built the house, they put their name on the deed. Even when we bled, Even when they burned our towns down, we still built more, we still dreamed bigger, and we still lived louder. But here's the truth that they can't erase. We are not just labor. We are not just talent to be tapped. We are truly the architects, the authors, and the original dreamers. This time we can't just create. We must own. We don't just inspire, we build. And we don't just survive, we ascend. Created by us, owned by us, forever. That is how we create the paradigm shift. Now, whether we're looking at Michael Jackson, Prince, or any of the other greats that attempted to make us aware of what we needed to do as artists, as creators, as builders, as architects, as dreamers. Now more than ever, in this time period, with this administration, it is more important to make sure we stake our claim, to make sure we learn the business, and to make sure that we position ourselves so that our legacies can stand tall. Ryan Coogler knows exactly why they're making a big deal out of his deal. But he's still playing in their world because the reality is, until we create our new territories, potentially draw new lines on the map, the consistent and persistent misuse and abuse of us will continue. Now, this isn't me attempting to rage bait. This is me making a genuine observation. If you disagree, I could care less. The message ain't for you, obviously. But for those of us that know, we know that this is our time. I pray you do the work that is needed so that the work can and shall be done. Because if we don't, who the fuck will?